Good morning folks, and welcome to another helping of Mr H's Hot Pot. You join me today out and about in the fields around Hic Bibi Nature Reserve, which is in Coppull in Lancashire. Now I did a video from this area back in 2016. I did one where I followed all the industrial heritage from the Victorian era and the remains. If you'd like to see that video and the remains of Hic Bibi industrial past, I'll put a link up to it now for you. Because today we're just going for a bimble around this area. I try not to duplicate videos and double up and repeat myself because it's not very good for you guys, is it? I always try and do original videos. So like I said, today's just a bimble and a bit of a catch-up. Because I've been away from the cold face of YouTube for about a week while I've been busy doing some bits and pieces, both at work and at home, getting ready for the impending birth of our little son or daughter. We're about a week away now, and it's not far off. I think it'll be a couple of days late, but certainly by Christmas we'll have a little boy or a little girl in our arms. So without further ado, let's take a little walk and have a little chat. Right folks, before I go any further, apologies for any bad light or wind that may be captured in this video. We are at the back end of November now, so you get what you're given weather-wise, don't you? And it's not really a great morning this morning. It's nice enough, it's pleasant enough to walk in, but as you can probably tell, the light's not great. The sun's trying to break out, probably will when I get back in the car and go home. But why not? It doesn't spoil our video, does it? And our little chat and our bimble. Now I'm going to forewarn you hot potters that the helpings of hot pot, they won't be as thick and fast as they have been in the past. The only reason for that is, obviously, my priority is my wife, my currently unborn child, soon to be born child, because we're only a week away now from the birth. I think it'll be a couple of days late personally, that's just my prediction. And I think it'll be a little girl, but why not leave your predictions below what you think it'll be? Boy or a girl, will it be late or not? I think I was about half an hour late, apparently, according to my father. But and I think Mrs H was late by a couple of days or a week or something like that, so you never know, you never know. Ours might break the tradition and be early. But we're really looking forward to it. I must admit, hot potters, that, you know, anybody who is a father, or when you first became a father, you'll remember that it's such an amazing thing. It's such a leveller. It puts everything into perspective. Very similar to how I should imagine, you know, when you lose somebody close, like I did with my mother, that's a bit of a leveller. You know, it puts everything into perspective. But certainly, when you've got an impending birth, it all brings it home to you. You know, all the responsibility, because you think to yourself, what sort of a father will I make? You know, will I be a good dad? Will I be a bad dad? You just don't know. Just don't know, sadly. It doesn't come with any rule book, does it? And it doesn't come with any instructions. You're playing it by ear and cutting your teeth on your first child as a parent. Just 1 minute, hot potters, apologies for this. Rosie! She's buggered off, a little bugger at times. Here she comes, here she comes. I don't know if you can just see her though. Been off mooching. Lucy's not as bad, she sticks pretty close. Bit of a plodder, but Rosie, a moocher. Typical Jack Russell Terrier. Right, we're just coming up to a bit of a railway tunnel here through the fields. I don't know if you can get through it. There's a path through it, but we're going to try. I don't know if you can just see that. We'll see where that leads. Because like I said, I've been around here before, as you'll have seen in that other video, but there's certain places I've not been. This is one of them. Have a look at some Victorian architecture. Apologies though, the light's not as great. Like I said, it's not very good today. But I just thought I'll get out and I'll have a bit of a mooch. Oh my neck, look at this here. Like Krypton Factor, anybody who remembers that? I can't remember the horse name of that. The old army assault courses. Yeah, let's look at this. Go on, Lucy. Look at that. It's amazing to think that these sort of tunnels, that they've been here since Victorian era. Echo on that. You know, and we're still using them today. And they've not really had much, this one, no remedial work at all on it. The only addition that there's been here, I'll show you, is that brickwork there compared to stone. And that will have been when they put another line in above me. And they extended the main line, the West Coast main line. I see some old for phone lines and things. Apologies for that, I just dipped the camera a little bit there, it slipped. Like I said, I've not been through this area before, so it's all new to us. Right, we've left that tunnel behind. Just making our way to the bottom end of the fields now. Trying to keep away from the sheep, I don't want my dogs running off to them. Constant problem though, isn't it, when you're out in the countryside and you've got a dog. So, Christmas is almost upon us, hot potters. Don't know what your views is on that, whether you're looking forward to it or not. Obviously we are. It's our first Christmas with a little baby. And it's the cheap one, isn't it, hot potters? I can just give them a ball of paper and let them play with that. You know, you don't have to worry about presents and stuff at this age, do you? One, Lucy. Now, there's a bit of a motorbike or something in the foreground there, so I'm going to have to keep my eye open because Rosie being very intolerant. I make her sound a terrible dog, don't I, in these videos? She doesn't like those. Sorry I've got to keep swinging the camera about, but like I say, the light's not great here at this particular time of year, so I've got to keep doing that, swinging about. You know, as I'm trying to do some pan shots or something clever, it's just that the light's not great. So yeah, getting on to Christmas, what's your views on that? I must admit, before I found out Mrs H was pregnant, I could take it or leave it, if I was being honest, because, let's face it, it's not geared towards adults, is it? You know, you're just there with your wallet, open, ready for a cashectomy. You know, it's for kids really, when all's said and done, and nothing ever beats, no matter how great you try and do the Christmas as an adult, nothing ever beats that first time you came downstairs as a kid, as you can remember, and saw all those presents and you believe this fella had brought them down chimney. You know, nothing beats that feeling. And apparently, as a parent, your joy comes from seeing that same sort of wonder on your child's face, you know. Got all that to look forward to, haven't I? But yeah, you know, if you're a single person living on your own, you know, it's not fun, is it, this time of year? Some people really dread it. I believe, without going too maudlin on this, you know, suicide rates spike, especially over Christmas time. So if you do know somebody on their own, you know, just spare a thought for them and just check in with them, see if they're alright. You know, because though for the grace of God and all that business, I could be in that position. But yeah, you know, it's a nice time of year if you've got family. Then there's the old works do, isn't there? The old dreaded works do. I've done a video on them in the past. Right at the beginning. I think second video I ever did. No, I think second video I did was about Donald Trump when he just got in. It's one of the early ones I did anyway. Just look right back through my catalogue if you can be bothered, and you'll see what my views are on them. Like I said, I don't like repeating myself in videos. But needless to say, they're not my type of thing. I don't bother with them. Ah, there we are. There you see them on the horizon. Knobhead on a motorcycle. Something again I don't like that. I don't like seeing, you know. What better way to spend your weekend but going through nature and scutching it all up. Sorry Gaz100, I know you didn't like that when I made that comment on another video, but it's true. Looks like I'm going to have to cut the video here and rejoin you in a moment. I'll get my dogs on lead here, as I should have to. Join me in a moment. Right, hot potters, he's pissed off, he's up over there somewhere. Obviously Farmer has given permission to do it. Might even be Farmer's son or something like that. Still, we won't let it spoil our bimble. That view over there towards Winter Hill, where there was all them fires over the summer. Hard to think really that just a few months ago was all sweating cobs, weren't we, and sweltering. You know, damnedest keep cool. Now we put fire on. Yeah, still not too bad, not too bad. So like I said, really, this is just a bit of a video just to warn you that, you know, I'm going to be backing off this a little while. But as I say, it doesn't mean to say, I always try and take the cameras with me because you never know. Sometimes when you're out and about, you you know, there's always something, and you see something, and you think, oh, make a good video then. If you've not got a camera with you, you're stuck, really. I'm sorry if I seem a bit preoccupied. I'm trying to keep one eye open for that idiot on that bloody motorbike. Alright, where are we here? I don't want to go up there because that's sheep. Tell you what we'll do, Hot Potters, we'll head back over that where we've come. Go on, Lucy, back over that bridge. Right, Hot Potters, we're back where we started, which was the entrance of that tunnel. It's one to explore in a future date, that, I think, when there's nobody ripping round on a motorbike and I'm not making a film or anything like that. So, back on these fields here. I know that if I follow this field down here, it should lead back over to Coppull there. I should imagine up there is Standish. You can see the church in the distance. So I'll make my way right along where I've come, and I think we'll go over and make our way towards Hic Bibi, where there's that stone that was once marking, supposedly where Cromwell, old Oliver, during the Civil War, the English Civil War, supposedly slaked his thirst at that stream. You have all these sort of legends in these areas where everywhere I think it was conquered, they've been royalist. They all seem to have these little stories of Oliver Cromwell. And my own theory on that is that these people, very similar to areas that have been very pro-Nazi during the Second World War, as soon as, you know, Allies got there, they tried to ditch the former ties to the old regime, and that's what I think happened here. With old royalist places, you know, they tried to ingratiate themselves with the conquerors, so they made these stories up and they just get passed on, father to son type of thing. Let's look at this. Can't beat this, Hot Potters. Out in nature. Just out having a mooch. Fresh air in your lungs, you can't beat it, can you? Just let that train get past. Okay, Hot Potters, well, we're nearing that area now with Hic Bibi where, allegedly, old Oliver Cromwell slaked his thirst during the English Civil War after the Battle of Preston. Or so the legend goes. As I say, I've covered all this in a previous video. Once again, I'll put a link up to that video for you now, if you haven't seen it already. So we're going to get off now, me and the girls. I'm going to end this video here because I'm running out of battery. I've been rabbiting on that long. So it was just a quick video, just to let you know that things will be slowing down a little bit until we get settled with our newborn. So, until the next time, whenever that may be, from myself and from the girls, it is bye-bye for now.